Hi, welcome back to The Saving Secret. My name is Jamie, where I help you become more intentional with your money. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about Fidelity Bloom accounts. And so I want to give a shout out to Blake, who reached out in a question from another video that said, could I review it? So Blake, here you go. And so today I'm going to be talking about the pros and cons. I'm going to talk about how this debit card that kind of has rewards, how it works, what's this new sign-up bonus that you need to take advantage of before the end of the year if you want to open an account to get some free money. I'm going to talk about kind of what it is. It's some financial information, and I'll give you some cons at the end and my final thoughts. All right, so Fidelity Bloom right here. I've gone to the Fidelity's website, and it's a new app that Fidelity Investments, a new platform, very new. Recently, it just announced and launched on Google Play. I'm an Android user, so I use Google Play. So it wasn't on there for a while, but now it is available. Also available on iOS. So what is this? So Fidelity is a financial institution. I've done a lot of different videos on them. If you're interested, you can check out some of these. However, it's a debit card that rewards you for debit purchases, but also is meant to educate you on financial practices. So if it says it right here, Fidelity Bloom is a free financial app that helps you save more and build long-lasting habits. So pretty good mission statement. You keep your spending separate from your savings with two accounts. I'll get into more on that in a minute. And automatically earn rewards with a linked debit card. So the Fidelity Bloom account is really taking your debit card and this app that is Fidelity Bloom and how to build savings. And obviously with the saving secret, I'm a big fan of being intentional with your money. So let's talk about earning rewards. So a lot of other debit cards out there help you earn rewards. There can be some better or worse, but let me talk about what Fidelity is offering here. So you receive a 10% match from Fidelity on your first 300. So $30 deposited into your Bloom saving account, boom, free 30 bucks. Earn 10 cents reward into your Fidelity Bloom save account every time you use your debit card. So every time you use your debit card, you're going to get a 10-cent reward on every purchase made. So for every 10 purchases, you get $1 into your account. Pretty cool. And then they do have some cash back in app or with participating retailers that you can use to get it back. So if you've ever used Chase or anyone else, there's a lot of people this offers. This isn't something new, but you can have specific retailers where you can earn cash back specifically with them. Let's talk about building habits. So what's interesting is I really like and admire Fidelity for taking this stance is they realize, again, it sounds like maybe someone has listened to Dave Ramsey. They talk about how they've used research-based concepts and skills to put into, this is in real life, so it can help you change your saving and spending habits. Changing a habit is very difficult, but Fidelity Bloom is here to help you develop good habits. I'm all about there and for the now and for the long term. And so how can you save more? So they kind of make the feeling of saving automatically. So every time you make a purchase, it's kind of like the rewards get dumped into your Fidelity Bloom saving account. Not really a saving account because it's not a bank, but so that's what it does. The app helps you track your progress, which is pretty nice. And a lot of apps will do that. And then you can send the rewards directly to Fidelity Bloom save account. Plus, you can use the roundup feature to grow your savings even more. With the roundup feature, you can say for every purchase, you can make it a certain percentage. So every percent, so it's not just cents. Or you can literally say every purchase I make, I add up to $1 to $10 per purchase. So the rounding up there, it's kind of amazing that you can do that to help force yourself to save money. And it helps increase your Fidelity Bloom save account with reoccurring transfers. So you can set up reoccurring transfers. Also said there were some special offers that you need to take advantage. These offers don't last forever. They end at the end of the year. So December the time of this recording, December 31, 2022. So they'll give you $50 as you deposit 25, and for the rest of the year, you'll get $1 each time you spend at least $10 with your Fidelity debit card, up to $50 in rewards. So you don't need to necessarily, you got to open up the account before that. So let's go over some of the common questions. That's kind of neat. So why have a debit card that has an account, that kind of your spending account, and then your savings account? And this is where, again, it's research-based, greater awareness of your finances, and less likely to move money when you have separate accounts for saving and spending. Fidelity Bloom is designed with behavioral science principles to help you spend more mindfully and save more successfully. So they use the word mindfully, I say intentionally, but it's essentially the same thing. So again, Fidelity, thank you for bringing this product out. I think it's wonderful. Again, I did talk a little bit about Roundup, so let's talk about it. So Roundup is Fidelity Bloom debit card feature that allows you to round up your purchases to either a dollar amount, so it rounds it up to a dollar amount, or percentage. So if you were to spend, a dollar, you can round up to $10. That would predetermine and automatically transfer the spare change from your Fidelity Bloom spend account into your save account. The maximum transfer amount is $10 per purchase, which is significant. If again, the goal is saving, and I think it's helping you take your money from your Fidelity Bloom spend account to the save account, which is pretty neat. Again, it's on both platforms. So that's kind of what it is in a nutshell, but let me talk about maybe some of the other questions or comments. It's not a bank account. It is a brokerage account. These are two different brokerage accounts that are in there. So let's talk about maybe some of the cons of the Fidelity Bloom account. So what I think is interesting is Fidelity Bloom for children or teens. Unfortunately, you must be 18 years old. And I think that's interesting because it is a separate app from the Fidelity Investments app that I'm very familiar with using. If you watch any of my videos, you obviously have it as well. So it's really designed for Fidelity use. They offer youth accounts for under 18, but for this particular one, you need to be over 18. Which I think is not ideal, but I understand it, why they're probably doing that. There's probably legality reasons. So I think this card is very targeted for people right out of high school, in your 18, 20, up to 25 in your 20s. One of the big drawbacks to this particular debit card, it's the ATM fees are not reimbursed when you're using your Fidelity Bloom debit card. So again, with the Fidelity Cash Management card, you are going to get that ATM reimbursement. So for those of you who are not familiar, I use the Fidelity Cash Management account. I think it's the best banking solution out on the market, and I think it's a great way to do it. But this debit card, unfortunately, if you're going to pull cash out, again, so I think the intent of this card is to not pull cash out, is to help you save and learn. Talk a little bit about the cash back, and then it's how our cash back rewards tracked and deposited into Fidelity Bloom. So when you complete a purchase from a retailer within shopping, your cash back reward is deposited into your it would generally within 60 days. So that's kind of a little bit longer than I've seen with some of these other ones. So if you're expecting some of those cash back quickly, some of them happen a lot faster, but this one looks like it takes a little bit longer. So that's the cash back thing. There's other questions on here. I just wanted to highlight a few other ones. Money movement is a huge deal. And this is where I think, to be honest with you, I think this is maybe the biggest gap with Fidelity. But I understand why they're trying to do it. So the process time for deposit into Fidelity depends on the method you use. Got to make sense. Deposits made using exchange funds transfer, which is what you want it to be, can take up to 6 days to process if you submit your request by 4 p.m. So that's really long. I mean, one of the reasons I like the Fidelity Cash Management account is because of how instant it is. Note the transfer funds from your bank only takes 1 or 2 business days. To help protect you from fraud, however, Fidelity adds an additional risk for holding to 1 to 5 days. So yeah, it might be for funds or risk, but that is a huge con on that particular thing. So those are kind of again, there's holiday bonuses that they're talking about right now, lots of transactions. So that's Fidelity Bloom in a nutshell. It's an account, I believe, that's designed for financial education and to help you save, to be intentional with your money, which I'm a huge fan of. However, because it doesn't offer ATM reimbursement and because it has a lag on transferring, and to be honest with you, I already use the Fidelity Cash Management account. That's where I'm going to use it. So for me personally, I'm not going to use this account, but do I see a huge benefits in it? Absolutely. The other one is a big part of it is for purchases. I don't use a debit card. I use credit cards, and I've done a few reviews on certain credit cards that I use. You're welcome to check those out. And so for purchases, I'm not going to use a debit card because I believe I can get better rewards other places with other cards. So that's my review. If you've used Fidelity Bloom and you've got some additional insights, feel free to put them in the comments. If you've got additional questions, I'd be happy to answer it. Again, I'm here to help you be more intentional with your money. Again, if you're interested, feel free to check out some of my other videos I've done on Fidelity. Thank you so much for watching.